What's up, YouTube? Chad here with another beer review to BJCP Specs. And we're on style 22B American Strong Ale. Overall impression, a strong, full-flavored American ale that challenges and rewards the palate with full malty and hoppy flavors and substantial bitterness. The flavors are bold but complementary and are stronger and richer than average strength pale and American amber ales. And I got what is literally the progenitor of this style, Arrogant Bastard Ale. You're not worthy. Haven't had this in a long time. This is my first time having it out of a can. It's actually quite fresh, too. All right, so let's check the comments history, all that stuff. So, they mentioned that it's kind of grew out of a double, red or amber ale. And under the history, they mention Arrogant Bastard, and that it was actually kind of a mistake brew. A lot of stuff happens like that. Characteristic ingredients: well-modified pale malt as a base. Some character malts would be appropriate. Medium dark crystal malts are typical. Citrusy or piney American hops are common, although any American New World varieties can be used in quantity, provided they do not clash with the malt character. Generally uses an attenuative American yeast. You don't know what any of that stuff means. How to brew or homebrewers companion is your friend. All right, so style comparisons: generally not as strong and as rich as an American barley wine, more malt balance than American or double IPA, with more American hop intensity than an English strong ale style would tolerate. So 50 to 100 IBUs, that's quite strong. 7 to 19 SRM, and of course 6.3 to 10%. There really should be no upper limit on the ABV here. So let's dig into the Arrogant Bastard. Well, yeah, it's the classic Chinook hop character. Like the real deep, rich, intensely pine. So it's like it's almost like orange juice concentrate and like pine sap and pine needles. And there's also like a sweet malty base there too, like a pretty hefty kind of caramel toffee kind of thing, but without that English character. Yeah, so big hops, big malts. 7.2 is, fairly strong, but I'm not smelling any alcohol. It's really not, wildly intense. All right, let's check the specs on aroma. Medium to high hop aroma, most often presenting citrusy or resiny notes, although characters associated with American or New World varieties may be found. True. Moderate to bold maltiness supports hop profile with medium to dark caramel, a common presence. Bready or toasty possible. In background notes of light roast and or chocolate noticeable, and that's really poorly worded sentence there. Yeah, so definitely check on that too. Generally exhibits clean to moderately fruity ester profile. I'm really not getting any fruity esters on here. Moderate alcohol aromatics may be noticeable, but should not be hot, harsh, or something. But yeah, this is on point and on spec, and I mean it should be. They invented the style, so I'm gonna give this 11 out of 12. Appearance, well. I'm not sure what that looks like on camera. It's in that kind of burgundy, mahogany kind of color. Slightly hazy. Not quite New England style, but... So, yeah, this is like a... I don't know. At the lightest, it's like a 13, and at the darkest, it's 27. And it did have a nice, three-finger... kind of a deep kind of... well, I just call it like a cream-colored and frothy... marshmallowy head. Let's check the specs on appearance. Medium amber to deep copper or light brown, moderately low to medium size off-white to light tan head. May have low head retention. I'm surprised. Hobby beers usually have a lot of head retention. Good clarity, huh? I would not call it good clarity. I mean, certainly not Pilsner, but alcohol level and viscosity may present legs when glass is swirled. Again, that's surprising. I don't know why they put good clarity in there. A lot of these beers are dry hops, and they're going to be hazy. I'm going to give it the full 3 out of 3 in appearance. Flavor, well, I guess we'll find out. Cheers. Yeah. Palate is coming off the same as the nose. Like I said, big malts and big hops, and that's what you're tasting. So it is kind of like... It is having those kind of English kind of barley wine kind of notes, like just strong, rich kind of caramel and toffee kind of flavors. But at the same time, you have like strong, bitter, piney resin hop flavor. The hops definitely do dominate here. This could be, I mean, it could be mistaken for, and this is the whole, thing of the style, is that it's kind of like a double IPA, but because it's so malty, and also a lot has to do with the color. You know, you're getting the more caramel and toffee kind of confectionery notes. I don't get anything roasty on here. Nothing really toasty, just kind of like a slight kind of breadiness to it. And the alcohol is there, and it's, you know, pretty clean. Just like a tiny little bit of like a vanilla kind of a thing. So it really accentuates the natural sweetness from the malt and everything. Pretty tasty beer. And I do agree that this is an acquired taste. That's why they call it Arrogant Bastard. All right, let's check the specs on taste. Medium high dextrinous malt with a full range of caramel, toffee, dark fruit flavors. True, I'm really not getting dark fruit. It's more sweet than fruity. Low to medium toasty, bready, or Maillard rich malty flavors are optional and can add complexity. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, a slight kind of Maillard thing there, but I mean, they say low, so yeah, I would say low. Medium high to high hop bitterness. True, I'd say high. The malt gives a medium to high sweet impression on the palate, although the finish may be slightly sweet to somewhat dry. Yeah, it's it definitely finishes more dry and bitter, but it's not astringent. Moderate to high hop flavor. True, I'd say it's high hop flavor. Low to moderate fruity esters. The hop flavor, again, they mentioned fruity esters. I'm really not getting fruity esters. The hop flavors are similar to the aroma, citrusy, resiny. Yeah. Alcohol presence may be noticeable, but sharper, salty alcohol flavors are undesirable. True, you know, I said it's clean. Roasted malt flavors are allowable, but should be a background note. Burnt malt flavors are inappropriate. True. Yeah, really nothing on the roasted or burnt there. While strongly malty on the palate, the finish should seem bitter to bittersweet. True, that's what I just said. Should not be syrupy and under-attenuated. The aftertaste typically has malt, hops, and alcohol noticeable. So yeah, it is right there on point for the style, and it should be. Again, I'm just really not getting the fruity yeast ester or fruity esters they're talking about, and yeah, it's really good. I could kind of go 18 or 19 on this one. I'll say 18. Maybe we'll come back to that. Mouthfeel. It's definitely more than a medium body. I don't think I would say it's full straight out like an imperial stout, but it does have that kind of noticeably thicker, softer kind of texture to it. So that would be the dextrinous malt that it was talking about. So yeah, I'd say it's medium full body, medium high carbonation. It does not feel, even though it's thick, it doesn't feel like sticky and syrupy. Like it's not just, you know, resting on your palate or anything like that. 7.2 ABV. Yeah, it's like really fully attenuated. Like I'm feeling that whole 7.2. It actually kind of feels and tastes like a stronger beer than that, but the drinkability on it overall is still pretty high. Yeah, so let's check the specs on mouthfeel. Medium to full body. An alcohol warmth may be present, but not excessively hot. Yeah, I'm really not getting alcohol warmth. Maybe just a tiny little bit. Any astringency present should be attributable to bold hop bitterness and should not be objectionable on the palate. Medium low to medium carbonation. That's interesting they say medium low, because then it would be all sticky and syrupy. I mean, yeah, I guess this would be medium. I don't know about medium high, but yeah, it's on point for the mouthfeel. I'm going to give it the full 5 out of 5. Overall impression, I mean, this has got to be a 10. I mean, it's fresh, arrogant bastard, and invented the style. Total score 47 out of 50. I don't really feel the need to, you know, change any of those grades a point or two. I mean, 47 out of 50. That's really good. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.